Alright, Shalom, your brother Shamar from the Phoenix camp. With that being said, I want to give all honor, glory, and praise to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Rakakadash. Double honor to the elders of Great Millstone, and peace and salutation to the brothers that are doing this work in truth and sincerity. I'm going to jump right into the lesson. This is Matthew 12:36, which says, But I say unto you, that every idle word that men shall speak, they shall give account thereof in a day of judgment. So what does that go into, man? That goes into like your accountability. And how each person, each man in this truth is accountable for everything that they do, for every action that they take, and every word that comes with their mouth, because we do everything in the name of Yahweh Shai. So everything is a reflection. Every action you take is a reflection of you. Verse 37, for by thy words thou shalt be justified, and by thy words thou shalt be condemned. So there it is, man. You know, that's accountability. That's ultimate accountability. You know, because there's a saying, people say that he's a man of his word. You know, that's like one of the highest compliments that another man can give you. You know, if you're a man of your word, that means you mean what you say and you say what you mean. That means you're trustworthy. That means you're accountable. You know, so the scriptures are telling us that we have to be men of our word. I'm gonna run that back again. This is Matthew 12:36. And it says, but I say unto you that every idle word that man shall speak, they shall give account thereof in the day of judgment. So you're gonna be accountable for everything, man. For by the words, that's verse 37, by the word thou shalt be justified, and by the words thou shalt be condemned. You know, that I'm going to get Ecclesiastes 12:14. So, Ecclesiastes 12:14, and it says, for Yahweh shall bring every work into judgment, with every secret thing, whether it be good or whether it be evil. So, there's no hiding nothing from the Lord, man. You know, there's no hiding anything. I'll run that back again. It says, Ecclesiastes 12:14 says, for Yahweh shall bring every work into judgment with every secret thing, whether it be good or whether it be evil. So we know, us knowing this, you know, us being men that believe in the scriptures, it makes sense that you act accordingly. You know, so we know for him, you know, so on that day you can't say, well, I didn't know. You know. So everything we say, man, every idle word, every rash comment, everything we say out of our heart, our mind, you know, we gotta be careful what we say. What's that? I'm gonna get Romans 2:16, and it says, let me get it real quick. Romans 2:16. So all our words are gonna be brought into judgment, man. You know, and so ultimately, every man's walk is alone. Every man has to be accountable for himself and the work that he does. You know, yeah, the Lord puts us into camps to sharpen each other. You know, the scripture says that as iron sharpens iron, so a man that counters of his friend. So the Lord puts men into camps to build each other up, but ultimately, we are accountable for our own selves to Yahweh Shem Yahushai. Romans 2:16 in the day when Yahweh shall judge the secrets of men, Ameshach Yahushai according to my gospel. So Yahweh's gonna judge the secrets, man. He's gonna judge our secrets. You know, so everything's gonna be taken into account of. Instead, I'm gonna get Psalms the 9th chapter. You know, because there's all kinds of scriptures that pretty much tell you that you're accountable for yourself. You know, we have to be accountable for the things that we do in this truth. We have to be accountable for the steps we take in this walk. It says, Psalms 9:7, but the Most High shall endure forever. He has prepared his throne for judgment. So the Lord's throne is prepared for judgment already, man. That's what it is. And he shall judge the world in righteousness. He shall minister judgment to people in uprightness. So the throne is prepared for judgment, man. And the scripture said that everything that we say is going to be judged. All our works are going to be judged. The 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 intentions of our heart are going to be judged. So that's what it is. And the throne is prepared for judgment, man. I'm reading it back again. But the Most High shall endure forever. He has prepared his throne for judgment, man. So he's gonna. That's what he's coming for. That's part of his awesome power, his balance. You know, and there's many scriptures that speak about judgment on a nationwide level, bringing judgment on a group of people like it did with the curses. That's judgment on us as a nation. Go to Deuteronomy the 15th or the 28th chapter, 15th verse, something like that. I think it is talking about the curses. That's judgment on us as a nation, man. And then there's also a personal judgment upon you yourself that we have to go through. Let's let them get Romans 14:11. For it is written, as I live, says the Most High. Is that it? 14:12. Yeah, yes, yes, yeah. This is Romans 14:11. For it is written, as I live, says the Most High, every knee shall bow to me, and every tongue shall confess to Yahweh. So then every one of us shall give account of himself to Yahweh. So there it is, man. Every one of us is written there in plainly. So then every one of us shall give account of himself to Yahweh. That's something that we also got to prepare our minds for. Along with everything else that's coming, man, we also prepare our minds that you got to give your account of yourself to the Most High. You know, so live your life daily that way. Live your life daily with the knowledge that you have to give your account of yourself to the Most High, and start by judging yourself, man. Start by answering to your own integrity. You know, that's a thing that you can do on a daily basis. That's a practice you can do on a daily basis. And we go to 13 says, "Let us not therefore judge one another any more, but judge just rather that no man put a stumbling block or an occasion to fall in his brother's way, man." So we gotta remember that the things that we say or things that we do, it might have it could have a negative or positive effect on those around us. You know, so we just gotta be circumspect about that, knowing about that. I brought up a previous lesson before. The word circumspect means it goes into avoiding bad decisions or avoiding bad consequences. So that's part of living with the or walking with the mentality that we ultimately are going to be judged upon ourselves. And with that, we're 1 Corinthians 3:8. So we got to be a judge of ourselves. It's 1 Corinthians, 1 Corinthians 3:8, and it says, "Now he that planteth and he that watereth are one, and every man shall receive his own reward according to his own labor. For we are laborers together with Yahweh. You are God's husbandry, you are God's building." But we shall receive his own reward according to his own labor, man. So accountability is the theme of this lesson, man. That's what it really breaks down to. Accountability. First and foremost, man, be accountable to yourself. Hold yourself up to a standard, you know, according to the scriptures. And then you make yourself accountable to the brothers that are around you. You make yourself accountable. You make your actions accountable to the brothers around you. And ultimately, we make ourselves accountable to our actions accountable to Yahweh Shem Yahushua. And it has to, of course of course we answer to the Most High first, but it starts with you examining yourself, man. With you being accountable to yourself, then all those things will reflect upon your accountability to Yahweh Shem Yahushua. You know. Instead, I'm gonna get a few more scriptures on the Lord's gonna judge us. I'll get a Matthew 16:27. This is Matthew 16:27. It says, "For the Son of Man shall come in the glory of his Father with his angels, and then he shall reward every man according to his works." Man, so that's a constant theme with the scriptures too. That every man should be judged according to his works. That's said repeatedly. And when something's said repeatedly in the scriptures, then that's putting a real emphasis upon it. So I don't get Luke 8:17. So integrity and accountability are the cornerstones of walking correctly in this truth. And that's something that I always reflect upon all the time. That's always heavy on my spirit. And that's always something that I constantly try to improve upon myself in my personal walk to the Lord. I'll get this Luke 8:17. "For nothing is secret that shall not be made manifest, neither anything hid that shall not be known and come abroad. Take heed therefore how ye hear, for whosoever has, to him shall be given, whoever has not, for him shall be taken, even that which he seemeth to have." So it says, "For nothing is secret shall not be made manifest." So complete honesty, man, with yourself first and foremost, but to your power, to the brothers around you. Complete honesty, man. These are the things that I constantly think about, and I just decided to put them to record. So as we continue with this walk, man, let us just continue to pray for each other and continue to be accountable to each other, and walk in accordance to honor and integrity. Love the brotherhood, respect the brotherhood. Because those are cornerstones of your faith, man. And those are things that's gonna one of the things, faith being the most important, that's gonna help you endure in the days to come, the times to come. That's gonna the accountability, honor, integrity. That's gonna, being accountable. That's gonna be one of the foundations for you to stand in the days that are coming, man. To not take that microchip, to not take that vaccine, to not bow down to the ways of this world and the things that are coming. With that being said, man, a real quick lesson. Also, I wouldn't hope it was edifying. I'm gonna say Kahala Yahaba Shimon Shai. Honor, glory, and praise to Yahaba Shimon Shai. Brothers, keep on pushing. Shalom.